there we go. Hey, you know what? You win some, you lose some. All right, we're really live this time. Here, we'll do the intro again once we get more people in.
That's true.
We are live, right? Yeah, it says we're live.
We're live. Now we're in our just chatting phase.
Just chatting. There you go.
Truly.
All right. Now, if we get some more people in here, I know we'll do the intro again so that everybody can see our hard work.
I think we can always wait. This is the part that we can always edit out. That's the beauty
for the YouTube, for putting it on YouTube. This is live.
It's
raw
one.
and live. Yo, what's up, Lion Gamer? Here. Welcome to the Cool Kid Club. We're gonna show the intro again because hey, Homan, okay?
Yippee.
We kind of messed it up. Can you guys hear us? Okay, sound good? What's up? Who is that? Oh, it's Chris. What's up, Chris?
Let's go.
I hope you guys can hear okay. The camera's kind of high, but that's all right.
Sounds
it's a little quiet.
That's about what I expected, though. We're just so far away.
Yeah, I can turn them more. There we go. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's
that should be a little hotter. Yeah. Yo.
What's
up, Mr. Mister? Hey, everybody. Okay.
Off.
All right. Should we do the intro now? You guys want to see the intro now, or should we wait a little longer? You want to see it? Should we do it, Colin?
Maybe.
Let's ask the producer. Producer, should we run the intro?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, here we go. Running the intro. Intro time. This is for Lion Gamer, for Mr. Mister, Chris, and everybody else in the chat. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I gotta hit.
You have to do it
pull
twice.
Button. And there. Oh, it's over. It's over. All right, we're back. Yeah, so that was the intro. What'd you guys think? Pretty cool, right? I liked it.
It was pretty rad.
Yeah, we're hanging out here. This is actually in Nora's casting/game room. We're hanging out in here today, which is super cool. So if you've ever played against her, this is where she kicked your butt. So it's pretty cool. I am Refresh. I'm here today with
Silver.
Mr. Silver. Yeah, Coach Silver.
Coach Silver.
And if you're not familiar, Silver is a esports management student as well as a coach for
Rush.
For Rush, that's right.
In particular.
And so one of the things that he'd been talking about for a while was producing a show, and if you knew me in college, I had a show in college that was all student run.
What was the name of the show?
It was called The Insiders 2.0. Yeah.
What was it about?
So, well, it's a funny story. So, there's a charter. I don't know if the TV station at OCU has it, but at my school, we had a charter for the TV station because we were also shared on the local cable channel. So, you could turn straight to the channel. And per that charter, there had to be a news show and an interview show. And so, when my buddy and I took it over, the interview show was called Inside Northwestern. And it was like it was super boring, right? It was like wood bookshelves in the back that are like old wood with like fake dictionaries and stuff, and like super boring. And the people would be like, "Today I have Professor Silver. Professor Silver, tell us about stuff." Yeah, exactly like that. It was freaking horrible. And so my friend Cody Hookstra, who is a teacher at UConn Middle School, and myself, we were both in band together, and we're like, dude, Cody was like, I'm doing a TV show. I want you to come help me. So we did crazy stuff, and we went chicken bowling. We took a frozen chicken and then drilled holes in it and then threw it down the street. We got in trouble for that one, actually. I probably shouldn't have told that one. There's so many kids listening. But yeah, so what we did is we did Insiders. And so we made it more like we branded it was like about us, and we were like the insiders. And so we'd still interview people. But like one time I did the entire interview with the mayor of the town with a sock puppet, and he was talking to the sock puppet. It was great. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. So yeah, we went chicken bowling. We went longboarding down a hill. I had my long skateboard, which I still have. And we laid down on that and recorded each other. It was probably really dangerous. We did hot dog eating contests. We had a sword fight by the fountain. That's kind of fun.
We got a bunch of stories ready to be told.
Pumpkin smash. Was there a pumpkin smash? I feel like there was. I don't remember. Yeah, the chicken story. Like we had so many people that would watch the show in town. Like they would tune in at the times because we'd just do crazy stuff. And we got phone calls. Yeah, it was fun. But it was like all the middle school kids watched us.
Of course.
It was like we had a parent call and complain because we were mutilating the chicken because we had drilled holes in the frozen chicken.
That's unfortunate.
But how are you supposed to make a bowling ball
out of a chicken?
Out of a frozen chicken if you can't drill in it?
The real questions, honestly.
Exactly.
Show something about our society, I think.
You know what? Right. If we can't drill holes in chickens anymore, what are we doing? But anyway, so tell us about this show. What are we doing here?
Well, so this is supposed to be kind of, think of it like a newsletter. We're just going to talk about what's happening in Oath week by week. We'll have game recaps, stuff like that. Maybe some special episodes here and there. But honestly, just a place for us as Oath to just talk about the cool things that we're doing here at Oath.
I like that.
It's fun.
That's really cool. That's where the RE:oath comes from. Not Colin Oath, because that's you.
That's me.
No, it's RE:oath. So we have a lot of things planned. We don't have it all worked out yet, but we're going to be getting there. So, we'll be able to do replays. We'll be able to do rematches. We'll be able to do all kinds of different type things because it's re-oath. And I think that works really well. So if you've ever sent an email, it's like in regards to Oath.
One little thing I want to point out, Zangerman in chat said we need MVP shoutouts. One plan for the show is that we're going to highlight some of the players of the match and maybe even bring them onto the show to talk about their match. So be excited for that when games start actually coming through. Be ready to be on the show, I guess.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about last week was the first week for the spring season, as most of you guys know, and it was all practices, and it was going pretty good. We've got a lot of really good. Some of the new coaches I think are doing a really good job, and some of the old coaches are doing a really good job.
Yeah, I'd like to talk more on the structure because Oath is completely changed. Just within this season.
You're right. Yeah.
It's a completely new structure. We now have 3 divisions, being our league, comp teams, and then elite. And so let's talk a little bit on that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Great segue, by the way. You're really, really good.
We're great.
So we've changed from being a youth league, right? We're not just a youth league anymore. We're an esports organization that has a youth league. And so that's something that's really exciting, especially for Oklahoma, because that opens up a lot of opportunities for us to do cool things that will also support the league and help all the new players in the league. So that's kind of the big first mental shift is we're not Oath League anymore. That's been we've changed that a long time ago.
Yep.
And we changed to Oath Esports, and now kind of we're getting that structure built that shows that we're trying to do a lot more on the esports org side of stuff. And I look at it like an octopus, right? All of this esports octopus, the league is one tentacle, and then we have some other tentacles that are growing to make this
the
giant
spider
Hydra.
web of networking. Basically.
No, it's like Hydra.
More Hydra.
Yeah, it's like
But
against Captain
don't we
America.
have to cut off something to grow 2 more?
No.
Well, that's how a Hydra works. You got to cut off at least 1 head to grow 2 more.
Okay, well, screw that. We're not that. We're more of just an org, just an octopus. We're not a Hydra, just an octopus.
Well, let's talk more about the league and comp difference, because that's a huge difference, right? We went from having 1 comp team and 8 league teams to now kind of being split in half, with Overwatch having 4-4 and Valorant having 5-4, right?
You're right. 5-3.
5-3.
No, 6-3. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. So. Well, we went from 4 Overwatch teams, 4 Valorant teams, and then 1 competitive team for each one, to 20 league teams. So 10 Overwatch teams, 10 league teams, and then competitive teams for each one. And now what the structure was for us now is we've kind of tiered it out. So we have the competitive teams that all play under the Oath banner. So Overwatch has 4 competitive teams, and then Valorant has the 3 competitive teams.
Okay. And those are used to basically, they play in tournaments outside of Oath.
Right.
When the difference is with League is that League is its own internal thing.
Right. Yeah, so, it's just 2 different products that, Oath Esports can offer. So, the competitive product is for players that want a lot more practice time. They want a lot more in-game, a lot more time with the coaches. Then the league side is for people that are kind of trying out esports, people that are competitive in esports, but maybe they have, like band or baseball or something that also takes away where they can't dedicate all their time to it because they're trying to feel out, those other things that they do, or maybe drama, debate, football, basketball, whatever. They might have that other thing. Or they just might, a lot of players will play a league season because they have, say, band in the fall. Then they can play in a competitive team in the spring because they don't have anything but concert band in the spring.
Yeah.
So it's really two distinct products. I want to make sure that everybody realizes that there are a lot of people that are playing on the league side of stuff that could definitely play on the competitive side of stuff, but they're just choosing the league product is a better fit for them at the moment.
Yeah. I want to also say the league is, since we run the league, we know the value of its structure. When, we do send out our comp teams, but some of these other things tend to be, they have certain things with them. Multiple people can join. It's just kind of the premise around a freelance tournament. Well, what would you say? I don't want to bring up any names, but basically places where they just organize tournaments, and that stuff can be a little bit iffy,
right,
on the quality versus what we have, which is league. We have professionals on it working within everything.
Sure. Yeah. So, well, I mean, there's a lot of great tournaments. There's a lot of great TOs, especially in Oklahoma. As far as I'm concerned, there's a lot of great options. But one of the things that we do for league specifically is we want to set that real high standard.
Yeah.
And have where I want just the best overall event. One of my biggest pet peeves is like waiting to play. And, we've done a pretty good job of limiting that. I mean, it still feels like a long time, but if you've played at like a big like national tournament or even like some state tournaments and stuff, there's some times that you're waiting 5-6 hours to play to be able to do stuff. And so the league program, what's really nice is, before Oath, there wasn't really anything like this.
Yeah.
There was never a local program, or an even online program where you could play with people and then come together in person for that big finals. And, that's something that's really fun. You, as a player, you learn a lot about playing on a team. You learn coachability, working with your coach, as well as learning how to be a better player and just a better person overall. So that's really the league part. And so the competitive side, sometimes we get stuck in tournaments that are kind of not always the best. But so far we've been playing in Tranquility. Tranquility is fantastic. It's been really good. They're great people over there. They run a really tight ship. Yeah. And that's one of the things I really like about Tranquility is they're really good about busting people cheating.
Yeah.
And I hate that more than anything, lying about their SR or, just doing dumb stuff that people like, playing people that aren't necessarily on the team.
Yeah.
Tranquility shuts that down. And so we've had an opportunity to play against some other more competitive teams in Tranquility. And then this year we're playing in Golden Hammer. So we've got 2 teams in Trank, 2 teams in Golden Hammer. And Golden Hammer just came out with this new, or they're a part of this collection of Overwatch community tournaments. And so now you can earn points by playing in all those tournaments. Yeah, it's a really neat thing. It's called OCAC.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, it's really neat. So I'm excited to be a part of that. And then on the Valorant side, we've got a couple of LANs that we've talked to that we're playing with.
Yeah.
There's not really the problem is our Valorant teams are too good. Like our starting Valorant team is like Ascendant average, but we're under 18. And so what we're finding is like there's over 18, but they're like platinum only.
Yeah.
And I mean, we it's just a double-sided thing. Either we're too young and we can't play in the tournament, or we're too good and can't play in the tournament.
Yeah.
So we have some stuff lined up for that, some LAN tournaments that we're going to be playing the Valorant teams in. Yeah, so I mean, does that answer the question?
I used to be a player on one of our comp teams, and so I got to play in Tranquility quite a bit.
That's right. Yeah.
I actually got MVP. I got All-Star one of the seasons for support.
Oh, that's true. I think it was you, and I think Voltage got it too.
Me and Voltage both got All-Star, and
that's awesome. That's so fun. I freaking love that.
Yeah, it was really cool, and Tranquility was on top of it all the time. Like,
yeah, they're really.
You can't go wrong.
There was a couple times that we lost that season.
Yeah,
and they came back and they're like, "Hey, that other team cheated, so you guys are still in."
Yeah,
I think that happened.
That happened twice.
A couple of times, yeah.
Okay. But like,
Let's go to chat. Let's see what's going on in chat. Yeah. A lot of people talk. Oh my lord, it's Voltage and Nor. Stacked lineup tonight. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, dude, I miss seeing you too, dude. You should come out to UConn sometime. Home and okay, talking in there. Been watching you kick some butt. That's true. If you don't know, Chris plays Rocket League. Great Rocket League player. He's out of Lawton, but now lives in Oklahoma City. Goes to OCU with you.
Yep, he's my co-president of the esports program up there. So really cool guy.
Cool. What did I say? Did I say Rocket League?
I wasn't paying attention.
I thought I said Rocket League. I hope I said Rocket League. Chris, let me know if I didn't say Rocket League. Oh, I did. Okay, cool. And what's up, Buffy? Thanks for joining us with the Oath emote there. I love it.
This is too much fun.
This
was so worth the wait.
I'm really bad at Rocket League. I'm straight up horrible.
So I played Rocket League a little bit like 2 days ago, and I was cracked. I'm not gonna lie. I think they wanted to sign me on the team immediately, and yeah, I was awful. I couldn't get the ball in the air. It was. Look, see, he gets it. Christian gets it.
Taking your spot.
He gets it. I don't know about that. That one's a tough one.
I'm pulling up our notes here, Mr. Colin.
It's over there.
I know, but I can't read it. But I do have my Gamer Advantage glasses on.
There we go.
Our newest partner with Oath Esports. All of the Oath players this season get 50% off their pair of Gamer Advantage glasses. I've got the ones that have clip-on sunglasses.
Yep.
So it works out really good.
Those are so cool.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
I used to have a different pair of glasses, but Gamer Advantage, it's so much better.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, especially that clip-on magnetic thing. It's so much more valuable because you don't always want the blue light filter on at all times.
Well, it always has the blue light filter on,
even on just the ones you're wearing right now.
Yeah, so the blue light filter's on. I don't have. So when I put my sunglasses on,
so those are just sunglasses.
Yeah, but they're polarized.
Okay.
So, but then they just clip on. So now I'm outside and I have sunglasses on.
Either way, that's like infinitely better.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you want that utility out of your glasses?
Well, it's blue light filtering all the time, which is.
Well, I meant like going from just regular glasses to sun.
Oh yeah, no. It saved me a lot of money because I'll have to buy another pair. I'll have to buy prescription sunglasses. Mm-hmm. Like some people do that. They'll have prescription sunglasses and prescription regular glasses, but that's too much work. I can't handle that. That's too much work.
I just think it's cool when you whip out your sunglasses and you just snap them on. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Okay. But anyway, that's it. Gamer Advantage. Check out gameradvantage.com. And yeah, they're good guys over there. Actually, the owner's in Italy right now. Yeah.
What's he doing there?
I don't know. I told him he better not be talking to Luxottica. Because Luxotticas are bad people. Whoa. Anyway, that's a whole nother discussion. That's a hot take.
That's a hot take.
Yeah, we'll do that later. I'm not going to reveal the hot take yet.
Okay.
I'm not ready for that.
Well, so we've talked a little bit about Oath's new structure, but we didn't talk about Elite.
Okay. So Oath Elite. Oath Elite is our program for players that have a lot of potential and need a lot of things that aren't necessarily a part of the actual game playing, right? So like one of the things you'll hear me say a lot is building a brand. You know, I literally do that for a living with Spraycan. And so with Oath Elite, that's one of the things that we're wanting to do is help those players build their brand and kind of lock in a structure that will help them grow and get recognized within esports, whether it's going pro or sponsorship deals or collegiate scholarship, those sorts of things. And so that's really the Oath Elite program, and then taking those players and competing in ultra high level stuff. So eventually my goal for Elite on both sides is I want a challengers team for Valorant, and I want an open division or, you know, eventually contenders team for Oath. And that's one of the reasons that we've had to spin the our structure and moving to the org instead of just being a youth league, is so that now we can represent as the org like any other esports org would be. So, you know, we're not Optic, we're not 100 Thieves or anything like that at this point. But, you know, we're on
our way.
We're the biggest org in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You know, we have 29 coaches.
It's pretty.
Yeah. We interviewed a coach today from Rhode Island, which is cool. That's the smallest state. She said you could drive, it's an hour to drive across the whole state.
That's crazy.
That's like, it takes an hour to drive across Oklahoma City.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that's kind of crazy. So, so that's kind of the Oath Elite program. We're still fleshing a lot of that out, but Gamer Advantage, for example, on Oath Elite, they got free glasses.
That's That's so rad.
Yeah, so that's a pretty cool thing.
I want to add a little bit more to Elite. When you're trying to go pro, it's kind of like the Wild West, honestly. There's not a good gateway there. It's kind of get on a team, and then hopefully that team plays up against someone who has someone else, like a better team, and you kind of have to work your way through it, and it's not very easy or clear how to get your way to the top.
Right.
Because you can be a very talented individual, but if you just don't find your way in the right circles, you might never get there.
Right. Well, and that's, we have some of our new coaches have kind of moved through that route too.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm excited for them to be able to bring, kind of that history of moving into those higher roles as a player, and how difficult it was to find a team, just to find a team to play on, etc.
And I think that's what Elite brings, is that
right.
we're honestly the first, or one of the first programs to bring kind of a streamlined, like, if you work with us, we will get you to pro. And there's not many places that can do that. Not a lot of places have the connections, and that's what Oath is offering, those connections and a way to manage you, to help you through that kind of canal of trying to go pro.
Right. Exactly. And it's a path to those pro teams. Right. So I'm already going to know that you're coachable, that you know how to work on a team. And when I was coaching at the university, that's one of the biggest things that I recruited on, is I don't care if you have the highest SR ever. That doesn't necessarily matter, because I would rather have a person that has a lower rank, that wants to work hard, rank up, and is a team player, right, and build and grow, than someone that's just mad all the time because they don't feel like their team's as good as they are.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what I've seen a lot of my friends that were coaches that were recruiting and stuff. They recruit real high level players and then just have nothing but prima donna trouble with them. And so this is kind of, for us as an org, it really helps me because I already know this player's passion. I already know that they've been trained well with coaching. I know they're dedicated to the program. And so then that's someone that we'll invite into Elite. So that's the other thing, is you have to be invited into Elite.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can just sign up for and be a part of, just because we're dedicating a lot of resources to building up that player.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure it's someone that we're really wanting to invest in and that has that potential.
Yeah, that's one of the main things I always hear from those top orgs, is like, they'll get a player, but he's too toxic or too cocky, stuff like that. Just bad personality traits that brings the whole team down, and they just eventually just cut them because they're not worth the money. Because you can be as good as you want in the game, but if you're not a good person, you're not on the team, basically.
No, exactly.
And you can see that throughout the entirety of pro esports. You ask any org, and they're like, you got to have a good personality. You need to be marketable, because that's a big thing they look in players is, can we use this guy to...
Is there a story?
Yeah.
No, that's a big thing, is like, PR training, and there's a good video of Giddy from the Thunder, and they ask him, how do you keep your hair so great? And he's like, oh, it's this product I've used forever. I forget the name of it, but I order it all the time from Australia, and I just get a big order, and then I stockpile it up. But it's what I use. And it's a very interesting video. It was on the Thunder social media.
Yeah.
But what was great about it was no free endorsements.
Yep.
And so he said he didn't know what it was, but he'd been using it for a long time. He absolutely knows what it was, because he has to order it. But they're not sponsoring him.
Yep.
So he's not going to get up there and be like, oh yeah, the hair stuff that I use is called Super Hair.
And that's probably exactly why it's on their social media page.
Well, no, they were just interviewing him. They were just trying to create...
That was just a segment from the
Yeah,
interview?
yeah. They were just trying to create like a, something real about you, How do you keep your hair so nice? Instead of like, your points in this game or this blah, blah, blah. It's something just kind of random. But that's like really good PR training, right? Because he's not giving away, his endorsement. If he says he wants to, he uses this, or these are my things, or like, you should go buy this, that has a lot more weight than if, just someone off the street is like, oh yeah, I put this in my hair.
Yeah.
Right. Like, when he says it, it's like, oh crap, I'm gonna go buy some of that.
Yep.
Right. And it's the same reason like that Gamer Advantage sponsors us. It's the same reason that we sponsor specific people as Fat Cap, is because I want, those people. There's a lot of people that are out in the world at esports events and stuff. And so if I can keep them dripped out,
Yep.
then and everybody sees them and they're like, oh man, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? And they're like, oh, fat cap, fat cap, fat cap.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot more sense. And so that's some of the training that we'll be providing in the elite program as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, not just, stream graphics, but it's going to be like, how do I handle myself on stream? What do I do during, these certain times? Is there things that I can do? And so there's coaching that goes around that. How do you edit your clips in a way for maximum engagement so that when you're spreading that on social media, that you're getting the most value for it.
Yeah.
And so that way, as these players are growing and getting into those orgs, they're a lot more comfortable to sign an endorsement deal or not sign an endorsement deal, right?
Yeah.
Because that's one of the biggest things is like, there's, you actually see it a lot on Twitch, right? Like right now, everybody was doing the like gambling stuff for a while.
Yeah.
And it was like people were just throwing fat money. These online casinos were just throwing fat money, and these streamers were like, I can't turn down $2 million to play this game, or to bet on this thing. But there were a lot of people that were really hurt by that endorsement. So like XQC's stream dropped because of that endorsement. So yeah, he got $2 million off the rip, but he lost so many people because nobody wanted to watch.
Yeah.
They didn't want to watch XQC gambling, right? And so that's a lot of the stuff that we'll be doing in Elite is like, and I'll go to Ninja on this one, right? Like a lot of people talk crap on Ninja, but what he did was really smart was tell a lot of people no. Because when he gained popularity, everybody wanted him, hey, use my mouse, use my headset, do this. And he was like really good at negotiating.
Yeah.
So he came down and like I watched an interview with his manager, who's also his wife, and she was like, the best thing that we did was know our value, right? And so as we're moving into this this endorsement era, this content creator and what's the other term? There's like influencer type marketing and stuff. We've all got to be savvy to be able to know our value, because esports right now is the biggest economic driver within media, right? People like music is huge, but even though Spotify's numbers are up, their finances are down.
Yeah.
And so, that's one of the good things that we're seeing in this esports winter, right? Is like we're shedding a lot of the old ways that weren't really we need to move over to the news segment. So like, so we'll cut right there on that and then come back to it. So that's Elite.
Yeah.
But hey, what's up, Ubity? See you in there. Who else is joining us today? We're down to 16 viewers.
No,
I think we're at 17 was our highest.
Yeah.
Producer, what
we 20.
We had 20? Wow. Cool.
Let's go.
That's the highest I
what's up? Buffy's still in there. Oh, okay. Cool.
Well, let's move on. We're going to kind of focus on a few things. First, we're going to start with Overwatch League and comp teams. So we obviously had our first week of practice. I know I had my first bit with my team, and there's nothing better as a coach than getting a new team and just experiencing the joy of having children to coach.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a great community, and I know my team at least, there's nothing that brightens up my day than going in at 8 p.m. and talking with these kids about, a game that I love. I've committed, my college to, basically, and get to experience that with them. I have a few top players on my team, so pretty happy about that. Dragon Gamer, who's Lion Gamer's little brother, he's a cool dude.
Oh snap! The up and coming.
He's
the Pharah only.
Only Pharah. I have Barty, who's pretty cool. But we also have returning from these seasons are Croutons, Glitch, and Ember.
Right. Those are the 14: Rush, Ember, Glitch, and Croutons.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean those are going to be really fun. We got Chicken Joe again on Ember, who is a fantastic coach. He's going to also be doing some mental mindful stuff for all the teams, which I'm really excited for this year. So some of the teams, instead of being in an actual practice, will jump in with Chicken Joe. Yeah. And we'll talk about some mental health stuff, which is really, really cool. Then we have the Croutons, who is oh my gosh, who's coaching the Croutons?
Would that be Brownie?
No.
Thunder.
No, it's Thunder. Isn't
Thunder.
It? Yeah, I thought it was Thunder that was coaching. Well, he had coached the Croutons before, because I know he had moved up to one of the competitive teams. He is not coaching this season, if I remember right. I need Ashley in here because she is my brain when it comes to that. Oh, did she say Thunder?
Yeah, she said Thunder.
Oh, okay, excellent. Yes, it's Coach Thunder coaching the Croutons. Then we have Coach Silver coaching Rush, and it was Rush, Ember, Croutons,
Glitch,
and Glitch,
which is Cole.
And Cole, yeah, Coach Cole is coaching Glitch. Kronos, another OCU boy, OCU person. And I'm glad that he's here helping out. He's a great coach too. He's got, one of the things I love about Cole is his ability to kind of motivate. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, get everybody kind of excited and on the same page. I wanted to trust you. Well,
You didn't believe me.
because I swear anyway.
Yeah.
That's another. Tell him to look up. Is it me? Do I need to look up more? I mean, I feel like I need to be closer.
I think she's talking about the show.
Anyway.
Me and Cole or Kronos, we'll be coaching at the same time in the Starcade, like right next to each other.
I didn't think about that.
And there's nothing. It's always fun, like looking over and seeing how excited he gets. Sometimes he'll jump out of his chair. He's so hyped.
Oh yeah.
We need to get a webcam on him every time he's coaching because he's so excited.
That's fun. Yeah, no, I mean I don't have any. I love all of my star players. You know what I mean? My stars at OCU, and I loved Cole too. I still love Cole. I said I loved Cole, but he's dead to me now.
No,
but he's not. He's absolutely not. He's coaching Glitch, which is really exciting. So yeah, that's the Overwatch side, and then on the Valorant side. We've got all the teams that are on the Valorant side. I've got to go through my list.
Vandals.
Thank you.
Damage.
Ace.
Checkmate. Ace. Space Mode. Cryptid.
And Cryptid. Look at you. Pro.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
love having notes on the screen.
Oh. Nice.
I'm so good at this.
Oh, you are good. See, I'm really good at winging it a lot of the times, but
I think I should have had the coaches up there. That's the one thing that the Overwatch side we totally got down. But now we're in the big boy league with Valorant.
With the Valorant guys.
Home okay, this is you. You gotta help us out here. Vandals is obviously Atlantis.
Yep.
Damage is Cvan?
No.
Cvan
is coaching one of the comp teams this year.
Oh.
It's Aura.
Okay.
Yeah, Aura's from lives here in Oklahoma City. But last year he coached one of the other Valorant teams. But this year he's doing Damage.
Okay.
Which is good.
Checkmate next.
Checkmate is one of our new coaches. He's out of Houston. He came to us from Ben, which was, law school Ben, played on the Overwatch team at OCU.
Oh!
Yeah, so he's a friend of Ben's, a.k.a. Coach Spicy, a.k.a. Coach...
What was his Zuko?
Barabbas, Zuko, the man of many names. And yeah, Checkmate, that's Coach Zeth.
Okay.
Is going to be coaching Checkmate this year. And that's going to be a pretty good team. I'm excited to see them.
Space Mode.
Yeah, I've been coaching Space Mode, which obviously now they're the best Valorant team ever. So
this guy.
There you go. That's the way it is right there.
Guy.
It's done. You might as well just stop now because
Ace.
No, but we're actually we're gonna get a coach for Space Mode that's not me. So we've been having some interviews, etc. But then Ace is coached by Coop, who lives in Edmond. So Oklahoma guy has been coaching for us for a few years.
He coached me my final year as a player in Oath.
Did he really?
Yep, because my final year I decided I was gonna
on Valorant.
I was gonna play Valorant.
That's right. I remember this.
Coop who taught me everything I know.
There you go. Shout out to Coop. And then we also have Cryptid. And Cryptid is also one of our new coaches. It is Discount. Yeah, Coach Discount. Which she's Canadian. That's our first international coach.
Ooh,
yeah. She's not. I don't know where she's from. She lived in Dubai for a long time, but now she goes to school in Canada. So
they're coming on the podcast at some time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's a whole story that needs to be talked about.
Exactly.
That's super interesting.
Yeah, because Dubai is actually is about to become the esports mecca. But yeah, so Discounts from Canada, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty rad.
And then on the comp side of things, we have the Team 3 is being coached by Ben. Yeah, so Coach Zuko.
He's back?
Yeah, he's coaching for us again.
Let's go.
Out of Dallas. I love that guy. He's a great coach, super mellow, super chill. Also a very, very good guy to know when you need to go find a good place to eat in Dallas.
Yep.
So that's a great thing. So shout out to Ben and the wonderful food adventures we've been on. And then our second team is coached by the amazing Coach Pugs. Pugs be trippin'. And she is from Kansas Wesleyan University. She plays on the Overwatch team up there. Played on the Valorant team. She's done some semi-pro Valorant stuff. And honestly, a fantastic coach. I mean, she does a great job of getting kids motivated, feeling like they're a part of, the big family and stuff. Just a great all-around coach. And then our Oath 1 Valorant team is being coached by CVan.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know if I can say this. I better not say it. There's some information about CVan. I'll have to double check that I can reveal that information. But it's pretty dope.
Can we talk about his career before this? His little music adventures?
Yeah. He plays a lot of music. You can go check out his music on Spotify, CVan, with 2 N's, I think.
That's another person I want on the podcast just to talk about his music.
He's awesome.
He's got 2 songs. I love them both.
Dude, they're on repeat all the time.
They're so good.
Yeah, and what was, when we were out in LA for the finals of Overwatch, we were able to meet up with CVan and go have a coffee and stuff. Then he came out and for the finals. It was really fun. But yeah, I mean that's we've got coaches from across
all over
the country,
place, and lots of different talents too.
Yeah, well, and we've got 4. We didn't talk about the Overwatch comp teams.
No, we did not.
No, so we've got the 4th team, which is honestly probably the hungriest team in Oath.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The 4th Overwatch team right now they're the ones I always see playing together. They're the ones that are like wanting to eat the esports pie. I don't know if you can say that. I don't know if that's right.
That's good.
Is that good? Okay.
It's good.
And they're being coached by Pear, who's one of our new coaches, 4,500.
Yep.
So real high level rank, great coach. He's doing
also
a great job.
pretty like
super chill. Yeah, he's real easy going. It works out really well with the team. I'm gonna get the second and third team mixed up because we've changed those up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I will say the names incorrectly. You don't have them in your notes, do you? No. Okay. They got Pear Unstoppable, right? Lion Gamer, you're absolutely right. Behind the scenes, I love the pictures you posted.
We need to get a Discord chat just for the podcast.
That's a good idea.
That'd be a nice
subscribers.
Oh, VIP. Yeah, well, I want to give away so many of my toys. Oh, wait. So, wait, what team, what is Valorant 3? Who's coaching Valorant 3, Ash?
Spicy?
That's what I thought, but I guess he's on the Valorant. Oh, okay. Okay. Cryptid and Val 3? Oh, okay, there you go.
Oh.
Man.
Wait, so he's doing...
So, no, Ben is coaching Overwatch 3.
Okay, so coaching a comp team and coaching 2 comp teams actively. No?
Discount is coaching.
Okay.
Cryptid and 3. And then Overwatch 2, that one is being coached by oh my gosh. Ram Pikes.
Ram Pikes.
Right. He's one of our new coaches too. Really good player. He's the one that I was talking about that's kind of come up through playing at a high level at a young age.
I haven't been able to talk with them yet.
Yeah, he's great.
I want to get to talking to him eventually. If you're in chat, Ram Pikes, come on.
Yeah, he's awesome. Reach out to Silver. Get on the podcast. And then the number 1 team is coached by the man himself, Mr. Lucksmith.
Yep.
So, Lucksmith is OG Oath. He's been around for a while. Now lives in Oklahoma City. Runs an esports program for a school.
Yeah.
So he's out there doing it, and then also coaches our highest rank Overwatch team.
And due to some where are we playing in that had the rule? Okay, so Tranquility, you can't have 2 teams with the same branding.
Right.
And so Lucksmith, who came in coaching Havoc for one of our league teams.
When you were on Havoc, did you play for Luck?
No.
Oh, okay.
So a little bit of Oath history. When Oath first started, it had 2 teams. Well, it had 1 team, which was first team, unironically. And then the second team to be added, which was the team I got added to, was Havoc.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, Lucksmith joined,
Yeah.
took over Havoc
Yeah.
after I left, and he's now taken Havoc from the league program to the comp program, basically,
Right.
or at least the branding of it.
Yeah, so we had to have that secondary branding
Mhm.
in Trank because we couldn't have two Oath teams.
Mhm.
And since it was the second team,
Mhm.
it made sense for the second team. But then, so we also have Coach Abby, who I didn't get to talk about. Coach Abby's a great coach.
Mhm.
You know, he won last year for Overwatch with Team Rush.
A legacy I now have to carry on.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Bear the burden.
weight.
Versus Chicken Joe, who was the 2-time back-to-back champion,
Yeah.
who just barely got beat at the end, too. It was a super close match. If we have to talk about grand finals from last season, by golly gee, was that
nuts.
a match to watch?
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, by the end of it, I was so exhausted. But
Yeah.
So Coach Abby is going to be helping all the teams with VODs.
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted to make sure that he still had time that he could dedicate to the teams, but having the full team all the time,
Yeah.
he couldn't dedicate the time to it. So he's going to help with the VODs. And that's the other cool thing about the competitive program is I've talked about all these great coaches, but the reality is it's the competitive team is basically all one team in different tiers.
Yeah.
So all the coaches and all their talents, etc., get to work with the competitive teams.
Mhm.
They just have one main coach that kind of facilitates all that different stuff. So, I'm excited for all of that.
Before we move on, I do want to also highlight usernames, or Solus,
Right? Yeah, of course.
who
Good
is
call.
running our foundation program, which I'm guessing kind of also goes into our structure as kind of a hidden one that we're kind of testing out at the moment.
No, it's a real deal.
Well, it's real, but I meant like we don't have it in the in that structure yet. which I
Well,
feel
it
like we
does.
should,
So
yeah.
they are actually using the Cosmic branding.
Okay.
So they'll be under the Cosmic brand, but Foundations is eventually going to grow to be its own
Mhm.
tiered league.
yeah.
So as we have more and more players in there, they'll get to play all against each other. And the Foundations program is really designed for players that are coming from different games. So, I mean, just like we talked about Rocket League at the beginning,
Yeah.
I'm horrible at Rocket League, right? So if I switched over to Rocket League, there's some things that I'm going to have to correct
Mm-hmm.
from me playing FPS for so long,
Yeah.
right? So that's not that like anybody needs correcting or anything,
Yeah.
but for people that are just getting into esports that maybe haven't ranked yet or haven't gotten their
Yeah.
competitive rank, or they're coming over from a different game and want to just kind of ease into an FPS, especially at a
Yeah.
competitive level, that's where Foundations comes in.
Mm-hmm.
So the Foundations program that that Solus is coaching, I mean, she's got a great group in there. They're all having a great time. And I mean, every time I jump after practice in there, she's got some crazy story to tell me, but it's really good. So I really like the Foundations program. Then we also have Jumpstart coming out. So Jumpstart, we have 5 kids signed up right now,
Mm-hmm.
and Jumpstart's for the little guys,
Oh, okay,
right? So
yeah.
this is for the like 2nd grade to 5th grade.
That's a fine line,
Right.
too.
So, and it's built more around not necessarily the teamwork, the competitive
Yeah.
stuff, but a lot of like the etiquette and how to play with people online. And
Mhm.
what if someone says something mean to me?
Yeah.
How do I react? And I've got a fart. Should I mute the mic or whatever? Or just screaming and those sorts of things. So, that's kind of the Jumpstart program, and we're still taking signups for that. And the other thing is we're needing, I think, Home and OK might be able to answer this. Hey, Chris said he'll coach the Rocket League side when we start Rocket League.
I'm telling you, man.
So
I
we go.
I got you the Rocket League people as soon as we decide to do it.
There you
We're
go,
ready to
Buffy.
go.
Buffy's excited for Jumpstart, and I absolutely know why.
Mouse
On that one,
Gamer.
yeah.
Mouse Gamer.
I know that's not his real name. It's not Mouse Gamer. It's
Deadly
What?
Mouse.
Deadly
oh,
Mouse.
Deadly Mouse.
Deadly Mouse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my fault. I always call him Mouse Gamer.
Well, because you have Lion Gamer, Dragon Gamer, Mouse Gamer.
So I feel so bad every time, kind of. But I always call Dragon Gamer Lion Gamer just in casual talking. And it's so bad, but it's like, I love all those groups. Like, Lion Gamer is a really good friend of mine, really cool kid. And
Well, the whole Gamer family. That's what we
yeah,
call
it's just super cool.
Buffy and the Gamer family. Yep. And so now Lion Gamer's leaving because you just said you called his little brother him.
No way.
And no. No.
Lion, you wish you could play Pharah. Like Dragon Gamer could.
Lion says you should always fart into the mic. Obviously, we're gonna have to put Lion Gamer into the Jumpstart program.
Probably.
So that he can learn the etiquette. He can play really well, but he doesn't know the etiquette side of it.
He doesn't know when to mute when he's farting.
Right. So anyway, so that's kind of the whole new structure, the new layout of all that sort of stuff. But yeah, and actually, we've been having scrims, and our Valorant 2 team scrimmed against OU's junior varsity team.
How'd that go?
I mean, how you think that went? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a scrim, but I mean, we came out with more points than the other team, whoever they were. So I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Pretty rad.
Especially like as an Oklahoma-based organization, obviously all the kids that grow up, you hear about OSU, OU as these Titans, and so it's really cool to have a team that like can compete at that level.
Right. Well, it was a scrim.
Yeah.
And so the good thing about scrims is like I think a lot of times that's when you can try crazy stuff. I love trying things that nobody else has done before to see if it works. Just throw it at a wall and see if it sticks. So you can do that a lot in scrim. So it's not really indicative of is it one team better than the other? Is it win? Is it a loss? Not really. I mean,
I think it's really cool on OU's part that they're willing to like be a part of this youth.
Yeah.
Like they're willing to help out with that. And, being a part of that scrim meant not only like, obviously Oath got a scrim partner that we'll probably keep using, but those kids like got that experience of a college. Right. And, that scrimmage probably meant a whole lot more to them.
Honestly, facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely meant a lot more to the Oath kids, I think. No, but that's, we do have a couple of scrim partners that Southeastern College, I don't know where they are. They're not close. Not Southeastern Oklahoma State. I mean, Southeastern Oklahoma State is awesome too. They had a couple of their students down there apply to coach, but they play in the NECC, and it conflicted with our times, so they weren't able to stick around, which kind of sucks. But I love the Southeastern guys. They just built a whole new arena, all Alienware sponsored, decked out.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's dope as heck. And they got a great Valorant team down there, in Durant. It's Durant. Yeah, it's Durant. Was Durant. If you're from down there, you got to say Durant. But yeah, so Southeastern, but it's another Southeastern. I forget all the names. I'm really bad at names, so I can't forget. I forget the other school that has been helping us with some of our scrims. But that's what I love, and the colleges like to scrim with us because they're getting high quality scrim partners that they'll never play. Yeah. But that they can also recruit from, right? So like they don't have to. They can try a funky play, and then not worry about someone one stealing it, or two knowing how to counter it.
Yeah.
And so plus it's like, hey, that silver kid on that team was popping off. We need to recruit him, or Lion Gamer, call him up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a mutually beneficial relationship,
right?
And there's nothing we love more than scrimmages. Scrimmages are always just the best part about playing. Like winning a game, that's great, but you have the most fun in scrimmages when you're just talking up with the other
see
team.
What you're saying.
It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But obviously winning, come on.
Well, yeah. I mean, winning feels right.
Winning is the greatest thing ever.
Well, there's growth from losing. So, there's good in that, but it doesn't always feel like that when you lose.
True.
In that moment, it doesn't feel like it.
It takes you a moment to realize the good.
Yeah, for sure.
Winning, you just immediately.
Yeah.
That's until it doesn't feel good because you ate too much food at the party.
Well, and that's, going back to kind of what you're going back to what you were talking about a little bit about the whole like scrim side of stuff and the importance of that. That's what's really cool about what we're doing is that you're getting a lot more of a community around that competition as well, so that you feel like you're on a team and you have people that you're playing with that you can know and relate to and work differences out with, and that's something you just really don't get in anything outside of this sort of stuff.
Yeah, like a lot of my good friends are I got from Oath. A lot of my good friends are still in Oath that I was able to bring in via just like being in high school.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where we have such a tight community that's all like about growth and about helping each other.
It's a 1-1-1.
1-1-1.
3, but that doesn't work. I don't know. Wait, we need a gang sign, like
no,
FaZe Clan.
it's like Greek numbers 111.
Yeah, but then we look like we're giving ourselves up for tribute.
Yikes!
Yeah,
yikes!
You know the show? What's the show? Mockingbird.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Yeah, but see, you know, we could do. Oh. I don't know.
Fly high,
All right, so you know what? I think we're at the part of the show that I want to do.
Yep.
Called the Twitter Esports Hot Take.
This is all you.
You want to do it?
Get at it.
All right, we're
Hit
gonna do
with
it. Hot take. Yeah, there we go. You know, everybody else wants to put like fire there, not me. Hot take kind of sounds like hot steak. Yeah, and who doesn't love a good hot steak?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is the part of the show where we go through Twitter and find things that triggers refresh. And
Should trigger everyone. Let's be honest.
Right, that's true. What is the Weezer hand sign? I want to know the Weezer hand sign. I don't know that one. Hot take. Go to transition. Thank you. Yeah. Do you guys want to see it one more time? Let's do it one more time. Let's do one more hot take. Hot take.
It's so hot.
That's so delicious. It's popping off the grill. All right.
Someone clip that.
Okay. Let's see. I'm looking up esports stuff. Where there was something we were going to talk about because it was getting me kind of triggered. And you're like, hey, save that for the show.
It was someone about the degree.
Oh,
Esports
yeah.
degrees.
Okay. So here we go. Hot take. So this guy gets on there and he's like, I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it right now.
You're gonna find it?
Yeah.
You're not going to at the person.
Yeah, I'll freaking add him. Like, I'm not afraid.
Unfortunate.
I'm not afraid of anything.
If you post yourself on social media.
Yeah, it's free. It's public domain at this point.
That's true. That's factual.
Let's see. Boo.
Well, while he is trying to find that, I'll kind of go into it a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, found it?
Maybe.
Guy's name? That?
No, that's not him.
Okay.
But I think he responded on it, so that's why I was like, oh.
Gotcha. Well, anyways, basically this guy on Twitter was talking about how stupid it is to have esports degrees because you don't have a football degree, you don't have a basketball degree. But a bunch of people lashed out because you have sports management, sports media writing, coaching degrees, like all these degree tracks that fit into it. And I personally, I'm at OCU for esports management, which is literally just sports management, but you slap an E on the front of it.
Right.
and it's definitely like, really, dude? What was it? What were you thinking when you said that?
Oh, there it is. I found it.
No way. Right
Yeah.
as you close your phone.
Okay, no, so it was this guy,
Okay.
Grant Rousseau. Grant, I'm calling you out on stream.
Dang. Oh my gosh.
So Grant Rousseau, it's funny how universities won't offer a football degree or a rugby degree, but they'll offer an esports degree. It's almost as if they know they can take advantage of students and grab their wallets. I honestly detest this movement by unis that's happening right now. And he gets ripped up. A lot of the big name U.S. coaches get in there and they're like, whoa. So he gets on there and he's finally like, I'm just talking about in the U.K. I'm just talking about the UK, not talking about the US. I can't talk about the US.
Yep.
But the reality is this is kind of like a common thought, right? People have a hard time distinguishing esports and its multitude of games that quantify esports. Because when we say we're going to start a sports program, you know, like at a school, right? Nobody says, oh, great, let's have football, basketball, tiddlywinks, golf, tennis, and yo-yo.
Tell me, what was the third one there?
Tiddlywinks.
What is that?
It's a game where you have a hat and you flip these little plastic discs into it. What? Google Tiddlywinks if you've never heard of it. Yeah, see? Oh, Tiddlywinks. Thank you,
What
Homan.
the
Okay.
heck?
Tiddlywinks. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Google that.
I'm gonna Google that one.
But the reality is like esports is this still, it still has a shell of a nut that encapsulates everything under it. Where sports and athletics, people already mentally can diversify it.
Yeah.
But so many people don't know esports.
It's just so new.
It's new to them, yeah, because they're like, I don't play video games like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they just lump all video games into it, and that's where this guy comes from. Because the reality is like, the idea of having a sports degree at one time was ridiculous, right? A sports management degree, that's insane. But the reality is that's an entertainment and advertising platform, just like anything else.
Yeah.
Just like a music degree, just like a film degree or anything like that. Esports is that, there's more money in esports right now than in any other medium. And so it makes sense to have a degree around that.
Yeah.
Because, just like what we talked about for the elite program, is like you're learning,
yeah, so
all kinds of stuff.
Like, obviously, I'm learning how to do this, produce a show, manage it. I also, so my degree is pretty, broad. It covers everything from the entertainment side, the coaching side. I get a little bit of, health stuff. But I think the biggest side of it is the communications part of it, which is obviously producing videos, but also how to talk in a business. I make strategic communication plans, stuff like that.
Social media. Yeah,
just so many things that all relate to esports and are all super beneficial to me.
Right.
And it's especially with that guy, it always feels like it had to be a constant fight for esports to be recognized.
Legitimacy.
Yeah. And I know when I came from a very small town here in Oklahoma, and when we decided to start our esports program there, and I was I'm going to go to college for esports, I had so many people walk up to me and they're like, esports? That's stupid. You're going to go to college for esports? That's stupid. But, that's just a different way to get to college. In the same way, they were playing, you could play golf and go to college.
I always explained it it's a tool to get a degree, right? You can use your talents in esports to represent the school, and then that school, in turn, for you representing them, are going to help you pay for your degree.
Yeah.
Right? And that's, but, even besides that, you're getting a degree, whether you were getting a degree in esports or in violin, right? That doesn't really matter. It's helped you get that degree, and then after that, so now with the esports management degree, you'll be able to move into an org that needs someone that's already got esports experience and has a degree in it.
Yep.
Right? Because that makes a lot more sense. It's less of a risk to hire someone like you than just someone that's had either esports experience or management experience outside of esports. Because if they have management experience outside of esports, then they're going to kind of come in sometimes with that same wrong thinking about what esports is.
Yeah.
But if they just have experience in esports, then a lot of times they're thrown into the shark's den trying to develop, events or different, activations through esports, but they've never experienced that side of it.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to come in with both sides of it. So, but honestly, having a degree is, at the end of the day, really, it doesn't matter. And maybe I'll get in trouble for saying this, but get a degree that connects with you and makes sense for you and works for you. And then in the real world, you might use it, you might not.
Yeah.
My degree's in mass communications, which is in the same department that the esports management degree's in. And I don't work in TV, I don't work in radio or a newspaper, but a lot of the things I learned, I apply in my businesses. And that's what it's about.
Yeah, that's the best thing so far for me. All of these things, I might not use all of them, but there's so much just knowledge that you get, and you get a certain side of it, which is that's the reason you go to college, is so you get a streamlined version of what you want to do. And even if you don't use it per se, you still have that view centered. And so I think a big thing with your communications thing, obviously you're running Oath, and a big thing for you is communication, talking to the community, talking with your coaches and stuff like that. And so while it might not be something that you directly are using in your business, you use it to your day-to-day life,
right?
To communicate better.
Yeah, I always say college provides a structure for you to learn in. Yeah, and that's what you're paying for, is that structure. It's the same thing for Oath, right?
Yeah.
You're paying for the structure that Oath provides.
Yeah,
and a lot of people don't realize their growth through structure. And so we learn a lot of stuff when we're able to build that foundation around us, so we know what the path is forward.
Yeah,
that allows us to explore and all kinds of stuff because we know where the edges are. And it's the same thing within Oath, is you kind of know, okay, I'm on this team now. You learn all those other bits, but I want to answer some of the things that are here on in the chat. Someone said that they felt esports was superior to football, and I just think that's like saying a banana is superior to an apple.
Yeah.
They're just completely different. I mean, the bad thing about football, traumatic brain injuries, you don't really get that in esports. But there's a lot of people who...
You get arthritis.
Well, you can get arthritis, you can get carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
I mean, there's injuries. Like, injuries does not designate sport for me, but there's, chess has a competition built around it. That doesn't diminish baseball.
Yeah.
Because chess exists, right? And so baseball doesn't diminish Overwatch, right? Like, they can all kind of... They have their own platitudes. Yeah. Yeah, like football is a great sport. Lots of people love it. Is it my favorite? No. Yeah. But that doesn't mean I can't recognize the benefits of it and the talent and all that sort of stuff. So, I don't like to compare things to be better than the other because they're just different.
I've had this talk with my grandpa because he just likes to talk to me about this stuff because it's so different from, his realm. He was in the Vietnam War. So he's a much older guy. And so he just came in one day and was like, do you think esports will be bigger than football? And I kind of looked at him and I was like, I don't know about bigger, but I think they'll be the same. Like, I'm sure, like, they're guaranteed to be the same size in my eyes. I think that's the future of esports, is that it's eventually going to be as big as football. And I don't want to take the risk and say it's going to be bigger, but it has the potential to be much bigger, I think.
In the collegiate space, I would almost agree with that to some extent. I mean, the reality is like there's more money and viewership right now in esports than in anything.
Yeah.
So it's already bigger if you collectively look at esports over meat sports, professional meat sports. It's already bigger. But there again, like I want to get away from really saying esports and not just saying like Overwatch, Valorant. Yeah. So will Overwatch ever be bigger than football? Probably not. But who cares?
Yeah.
Like I love playing table tennis.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Table tennis will never be bigger than football. But I love it and I have fun with it and I enjoy it. Right?
Yeah, and there's big tournaments for it too.
Yeah, I mean there's
a big backing.
Maybe not.
It's pretty big.
Honestly, I think there's more of a backing in esports than table. Yeah.
Well, yeah, for sure.
But
then again, is it bigger than Overwatch? It's not about esports. It's about Overwatch.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think table tennis is bigger than Overwatch. Actually,
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the viewership for. I mean, it's an Olympic game.
Is it?
Table tennis? Yeah.
That's crazy.
But we also
have World Cup. Let esports on the Olympic table. That's a hot take right there.
No.
That's a hot take. I get so mad.
Hot take. I don't think Olympics justifies esports. That's one of my biggest pet peeves.
I don't think it justifies it either, but also, come on. If table tennis is there, we should be at least on the table as well.
But why? Why if table tennis is there should Overwatch be there?
I want Overwatch to be there. It's not like maybe it's because it's just that thing. We have worlds and stuff, which is like, sure, we don't need the Olympic Games. Esports doesn't need it.
Right.
I just want it. I think that's
bobsledding needs Olympics.
Yeah.
Right. Like bobsled has to, but that's what I'm saying is like justifying the existence of esports is not dependent on acceptance in the Olympics.
I agree with that.
And so that's why I don't think like the way the Olympics does stuff anyway, like I don't even want to be a part of that. Let's make new pathways and design new stuff. I mean, we have worlds.
Yeah.
Like I would love to have a world esports and I think that's where Dubai's
I think most of my opinion comes from when we lost Worlds for like a good year or two.
Mm-hmm.
But now that Worlds is coming back, I probably don't care about it as passionately. But like, when Jake went up to talk about it and then you get rejected, that kind of just feels bad. Because that's like...
But the thing is they're a big corporate machine, man. It's like, I don't even want to be a part of that. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go watch, like, America kick butt in hockey and soccer or whatever. Mm-hmm. But, like, even then, I don't The Olympics is just another option to watch other. Like,
Yeah.
I actually enjoy watching the obscure stuff in the Olympics, like curling in the Winter Olympics.
Mhm.
You know, where they roll the stone down the ice and there's
And
people
there's-
sweeping.
It's
that's
such a
like-
cool sport.
Right, but I mean, there's not. Where else do you?
Where else
To
do
me,
you
that's
watch
that's
that?
very similar to esports because
I
people
wonder-
that do curling,
Uh-huh.
they seek that out. They watch that crap. They're sponsored by the Rock, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same way with us. Like, we've seeked out esports because we like it and it's niche and stuff.
Mhm.
But
You ever think
know,
that that's a real North America like kind of thing? Like maybe there might be like a country somewhere where like that is a big thing to them.
what, curling?
Yeah. Like I'm sure it's
Oh yeah, but like, I mean, America's huge, man.
yeah, I know.
Like, compared to
we
other countries.
but like we don't really care too much. Well, we've cared more about soccer, you know, OG
Lately.
football lately. But like before that, we really didn't. Even though
Mhm.
soccer was huge everywhere else.
Well, it's still not as big as you would expect it here.
Yeah,
It's just North Americans just aren't big fans.
and
of,
that's what I'm thinking. Like maybe some of these things that we consider obscure are like pretty normal everywhere else. I'm not saying curling itself is like, you know, humongous in Turkey
Right.
or something like that.
well, but a lot of the like Nordic events, you know, they came out of like North Europe and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just
Let's take a
wondering
look
if
at
that's
this.
something you look at averagely.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I've never really thought about it like that, but need to make an esports Olympics with a ton of different games. Yeah, we kind of
Yeah,
hit on that a little bit. I think that would be. I mean, Dubai, I know, is kind of in the process of doing something like that, which would be really cool. Like, how dope would it be to have?
Our own like esports.
No. Like so we have like USA Overwatch,
Mhm.
USA Rocket League,
Yep.
USA
That's the only reason.
Tekken.
That's the only reason I'd want that is to have U.S. teams.
Right, and you
That's
try out for the US team.
Yeah, that because like you know what was the best thing about watching Worlds?
Watching USA win.
watching Super and
Yeah.
you know all those like who else was on that Rack Attack? No, Rack Attack.
I don't remember. I
can't-
don't remember
All I know is Super, crazy cool guy, and like that's what you watch Worlds for was to go and like this is America going up against South Korea.
Korea.
This
Yeah.
is the game.
But
to
it was
watch.
Canada. It was US Canada in the finals, I thought.
I think a different game.
Oh.
It was. I don't know. I might have my whole thing wrong, but I know the powerhouses were Canada, South Korea, because I think South Korea was like at the time predicted to win the whole thing, and then, you know, we Americans.
Oh, this
we
is
crazy.
interesting. Yeah, okay. So this is a hot take from Tyne right there. They say the biggest problem with American sports is that we're all about franchising. Most countries in the world are not that way. Most global professional sports are a promotion or relegation system. That's true.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Especially like in esports right now.
Well, you know what? No, I have a friend that played pro cricket in Bangladesh,
Yeah.
and they had franchise teams in Bangladesh.
Mhm.
So it's actually very similar to the Oath model.
Mm-hmm.
You have the internal league in your country, and then the best from that league go and represent the country
Yeah.
in the big match. It's like
It's
Open
kind of
system.
hard to get away from a franchising model just because it's like, you know, it's not ideal, but it makes money,
Yeah,
right? Like the whole reason you have sports, let's be honest, is like for sponsorship money, getting viewership
Yeah.
and stuff. It's just entertainment.
It's entertainment,
It's like a
yeah.
movie,
right.
you know? And
Well,
so,
there was one time when they would feed people to the lions, and everybody came around and watched that.
yeah.
That's sport is just the new way of.
And now
handling
those those lines used to be sponsored by the Romans. You know?
Set it on the side.
Yeah.
They painted. This lion is sponsored by DeMarco's Euro Shop.
Oh.
Stop by
That's exactly how.
for every person eaten by this lion, come by and get a
we
free
should be
French fry.
historians, honestly.
I mean, I'm basically there.
Yeah, we're pretty. I think we understand our ancient Greece pretty well.
Yeah. Ancient Greece, that's like McDonald's coffee. That's all. Anyway. All right. Let's see. What else are we reading here? Promotion relegation just brings out much more passion. I don't know if I agree with that. Money is the driver for franchising.
I know when
I do
I
agree with
was
that.
really young, like I didn't. So I never watched football. I never cared about basketball. Like I never cared about those. But when I was real young, there was nothing more important than me than the San Diego Chargers
Mm.
and the LA Lakers. And you know, I never watched a game, but my parents were into it.
Right.
So I've been into it, and like I'm still like I don't watch a single game, but Chargers favorite NFL, like just my favorite team.
Yeah.
Just because.
Well, that's like if you live in Oklahoma,
Yeah.
you love the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a few outliers, but the majority of people, whether you've ever been to a basketball game or not, you probably have some Thunder gear.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe it's just socks or something like that. And to me, that's you're absolutely nailed it, because the franchise, yes, is about money, but it's because it's about local buy-in.
Yep.
You know, people can buy into, and I think that's why Overwatch League pre-COVID, man, had so much momentum and could have been so much, but COVID kind of killed it because they were actually putting in-person events that were built around communities because they went to geo-specific franchising.
Yeah.
And nobody else has done that. And I still think that there's more people that are Dallas Fuel fans that don't really play Overwatch.
Yep.
Than there are people that are Cloud9 fans that don't play League of Legends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
And so that's where I think that franchise is really, I you know, with what they did with VCT, Riot, and has done with LCS, all the leagues, I still think that if they would have done it based on geo-specific licenses, I think that would have gotten so... I would go watch a Dallas League of Legends match.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, I have a hard time watching LCS right now streaming.
Yeah.
Like, I can't just sit down and watch it and enjoy it, so...
I only, like, kind of recently got into League. I can't, dedicate time to really learn. But it is, like, a little bit fascinating to see how it's played. Because it's, you know, it's one of those games where it's purely, like, thinking. Like, there's a few mechanics in it, but a lot of it is just, like, are you killing the minion at the right time? And are you killing the minion before your other opponent kills the minion?
Right.
Like, it's so much, like, little micro things that make it so interesting.
Yeah, it's a cool game. I love the visuals.
It's just really hard.
There's a lot going on. Let's see. Dr. Gould says, did you hear that Tens is playing KO? I mean, makes sense. I play KO. Maybe there's something there. Just saying. Tyne's talking about franchising. When LoL went franchise, their viewership tanked almost 50%. I want to see the stats on that. I want to see that because you know, one of the things that's a little bit different. Overwatch League started franchised.
Yeah.
Outside, you know, there was Apex, but then there was Overwatch League franchise. So once it started, they had the names stuck to it. What Riot did, they did it with Valorant 2, and what they did with League is anybody could go in. You had like LCQ. Anybody could apply and move up.
Yeah.
Last chance qualifiers, get in. Then they went to franchising.
Yeah.
And that's what pissed people off, is because you had a favorite team that's now not a part of it.
Yeah.
And so people got angry about that. Same thing happened with VCT, with Valorant. You know, Optic freaking won the World Finals for Valorant.
Yeah.
And then couldn't get a spot on the franchise team, so they can't play anymore. So that's a little bit different than what we're talking about. You know, I'm talking about like geo-specific franchising, and they're talking about gated franchising. So a couple of different things. Tins is improving so much, he wants it now because he takes after me. Just like what Dr. Gould says, Tins is following in Refresh's footsteps.
That was a really good discussion, honestly.
Yeah.
That whole segment, that was a good discussion.
Good. We'll probably see that in some esports podcast or something that comes up.
Yeah, probably.
They'll be like, you know what? Let's talk about franchise.
Have to send us a contract.
Yeah, there you go. Wasn't LoL and Valve franchising handled differently in the beginning? I'm not
an expert on this. I'll be honest.
No, I don't think they were that different actually, because I know that you still had to apply for League like they had to apply for Valorant. I know there was still a buy-in for each one. So I don't know. You'd have to share with me why they would be different.
Could totally be something.
Yeah.
We look up for the next podcast to really get
there we go.
it.
There we go. What is Chris saying? I watched a breakdown, a video of him playing, of Tens playing, and wow, the thought behind it is actually insanely cool. Facts.
I love the two discussions going on.
Yeah,
one about just Tens.
Yeah.
And then Geo.
One about franchising. I love the the political business aspect of esports. So you could get me started on that for days. I thought Lowell was straight buy-in and Val was picked. No, I know they were both picked. I know it wasn't full. Just because you have the money, Riot wasn't going to give you a spot with League of Legends. I know that you can sell your spot, and that you have to maintain your spot or they'll take it. Did you hear about the esports team Disguised Toast made? I don't know anything about that.
I don't know who Disguised Toast is. Can you elaborate?
I bet he's a YouTuber or something.
Probably.
I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the cereal.
That's true.
If there was an esports team for Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I would buy jerseys. Franchise that. I'll buy that all day long. Man, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Rocket League's about to kick Tricks Rocket League's butt.
Dude, that's the other good thing about franchising is that the San Francisco Shock, I don't know if they still are, but they were sponsored by AM/PM, which was my when I was growing up favorite gas station.
Houston HEB.
Yep.
HEB best grocery store. Period. They have there's a tortilla machine in the middle of the store. You walk up and get hot tortillas.
The more we talk about franchising, the more I just love it.
Right? Like so many people hate it, and I think it was just because it was so different.
It's great marketing. It's so good. If you are in San Francisco, you probably have an AM/PM, and now your AM/PM is sponsoring the San Francisco Shock.
Well, at Circle K up in Canada, you can get cups with Titans faces on it.
What?
Yeah, like when you get your soda fountain, just like that right there. But it had the
Titans logo.
Yeah, and it had their faces all. It's dope.
Well, hopefully that sticks.
All right, see, Val was picked, and Riot is helping fund the teams to get them off the ground. I mean, that's part of the franchising anyway. There's a profit split between the teams and the org, just like the NFL, just like any franchising agreement typically. Still sponsored by AM/PM. Thank you, Ryan.
Let's go.
Serial Esports. I love it. He is a streamer, YouTuber. Met up with Sin Talk, and he joked around about it, but they qualified for the second league of a thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, it's like Moist Esports.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. And then, now Ludwig is a part of Moist Esports, and that should be pretty fun.
It's so, like, when you have that much, like, influence, all you have to do is kind of say the word, and you typically can find something.
Well, I think Moist Esports only got big because of the name Moist Esports. Dr. Gould.
Moist Critical was pretty big before all of that, too.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was his whole thing was, like, finding certain stuff to talk about. And so I'm sure he was kind of probably very, like, knowledgeable in it.
Mr. wants to rebrand every Owl team to be a different cereal. I think it's a great idea. Talking about investing in esports and their teams. Moist Esports is POG. They bought out the Hamburger Guys from Apex, so they're my favorite. I don't know what that means.
Hamburger Guys from Apex. You need to tell us about that line. I that sounds amazing.
All right, let's see. Let's grab one more hot take, and then it looks like we'll wrap this show up.
Yeah, anyone got a hot take about hamburgers? Probably.
One more thing about the esports versus sports degree. That's all false equivalency. So they're not the same thing. They're not equal. They're not. Yeah. They're not. They're different things. Let's see. Yeah. What comments do you want to hear?
That's a hot take right there by Dr. Gould.
All right, let's
read that one.
Hold up. We gotta get the hot take. All right. What did Dr. Gould say?
VCT should invite Oath.
That's not a hot take.
That's a great take.
That's a great take.
That's a great steak.
That's a great steak.
That's a great steak.
Someone give him some steaks in the chat.
That's an amazing.
We need an emote that's a hot steak, like a steak with fire on it.
That'd be so good.
For the hot steak. Hot take. I love it.
That's
they kind of were mid. They had fans. Still talking about Moist here. Colin should be top 5 in all 3 roles in Overwatch 2. Sure, get to work. Hot take.
Gosh.
They placed 10th. True. Fire on the screen. Yeah. I'm calling Riot up right now. Steak. Hono K's got the steak. Let's go. Bringing the meat to the chat. I love it.
It's so good.
That is so good.
No
Look
way.
at that steak. Hono K, you are the best. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, this has been pretty fun. Coming up next week, we're gonna have more matches.
Yeah.
Our matches start next week for Oath. Different times this time though.
Yeah.
Tuesday is Overwatch. Thursday is Valorant. We swapped them. We wanted to get stupid and confuse everybody, so we swapped them up. So we're gonna have some matches. It's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, that should be real fun.
Yeah.
Being streamed on the Overwatch side is Rush versus Croutons first, I believe.
Okay.
And I don't know if
they're both being streamed.
Okay.
So if it's Rush versus Croutons, then
Yeah.
the other one, it's gonna be Ember versus
Ember versus Glitch.
Glitch. That's right. So Ember Glitch. They'll both be streamed.
Mm-hmm.
The schedules are in the Discord. We need to get them on the website, but anyway,
I can't recall what was being streamed first for.
Mr. Mister's got the meat in there too. Good job.
Let's go.
Hey, and if you guys want us to talk about stuff, let us know. You can shoot us an email, ready@oathesports.gg. You can hit us up on Twitter, oathesportsgg. Follow our Twitch, which is this. So you should all follow right now.
True.
Tyne, thanks for the follow. We saw that 13 minutes ago. Devore, thanks for the follow. Barty Bart, thanks for the follow. I didn't even see those follows popping up.
No, I didn't either.
We'll have to get on that.
Oh, well, so we didn't put up a
Oh yeah, we don't have that in there, do we?
I think that's kind of it's good for like the podcast format that we don't though.
No, I want the things coming like where the bird is on the screen.
I also want the bird, but I think we take away the sound from it.
Is there sound on it?
Yeah.
Oh, they're like bing 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 bing.
Pretty much.
Hmm.
I think we just mute that sound and call it good.
Okay.
Because I'll make sure I get that in next time because that would be fun seeing it pop up.
Hey, no worries, Dr. Ghoul. You don't need to sub. It's just for fun.
Yeah, this is.
I thought it was an update schedule. No, we got to go back. Hold up.
Oh.
What are we talking about here? I'll help you, Silver. I'll show you the way. This was mega fun. Watch match time. Sheesh. I was looking at that. I was like, huh? Curse lit.
Yep.
I thought it was update schedule issues. 7 p.m. Croutons. 8 p.m. Glitch for Simber. Thank you, Hitoke. Follows didn't pop up. You're right, Sag. Let's see. What else are we talking about here? Already has. It could resub, but I got no money. Feel ya. Someone ghost ping me, bruh. Same. People always ghost pinging me, bro. I wake up in the morning and I got like 15 dots in Discord, and I look in there's nobody there. Like I think it's probably Sean. I think it's Digital. Digital's out there like ghost pinging me at 2 a.m. and then it's like he's gonna wake up to all these dots and then they're not gonna be there. And then he goes to bed. I bet that is Sean. If you're out there and you're ghost pinging me, I know it's you. I know it's you, Sean.
Oh,
Coach
man.
Digital. It's the stream, I think. Is there something wrong? Someone ghost pinged me.
No, he's thinking the stream's ghost pinging him.
That's funny. Giggling in his sleep, knowing. Yeah, I know. I feel like that would be a Sean thing. I mean, he does stuff to me like that all the time, so I could see that he would be ghost pinging me in the middle of the night. It could just be a glitch. I mean, that was his team. I don't believe in glitches. Just do what it do. What?
All I'm saying is that you need to get the booty shorts.
Okay, we're not even talking about
get the booty shorts.
We're moving on. Hey, this has been Re-Oath. We are really excited to do this. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, this
This is our Friday nights. Is this what we're gonna do?
Pretty much.
I think Nora's gonna put a stop to it. Probably.
I got a game.
Right now?
Right now,
Oh.
Nora's ending the stream because she has to stream and she has to game.
There you go. Make sure you follow twitch.tv/Nor_XO.
Well, heck, I need to tag mine in here.
What's yours, Silver?
So Silver Radio, Silver_radio at twitch.tv. However it goes. What is it? Twitch TV /Silver_radio dot TV,
Nothing.
right? No?
No, not anything. I think it's just /. You have the domain as the first.
Gotcha.
And then mine is refresh_GG. Twitch.tv/refresh_GG. So make sure you follow me. Boop, boop, boop. Also, shout out to Fat Cap, of course.
Yeah.
Always making us look good.
Mm-hmm.
And then to Gamers Advantage for being such great partners, helping us see better, helping us sleep better. Is crazy. 47% increase in melatonin if you wear your glasses, your gamer's advantage.
Really?
Yeah. So that blue light keeps you up.
Yeah.
And so that melatonin that your body produces makes you go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a 47% increase.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The main thing for me is the blue light filter for like wear and tear on my eyes.
Yeah.
Because,
it's like a helmet when you're skating.
Yeah.
You know?
Because like I used to I'd game for hours and have really bad headaches.
Mm.
And
oh, yeah.
that's when you need the blue light filter glasses the most.
Facts, yeah.
For those intense gaming sessions. That way you put them on, feel good. It's better overall for your eyes. Like you're making a healthy choice. You're deciding,
Facts.
I'm gonna play safe.
No, I like that. That's absolutely true. So, hey, one more big special shout out. Thank you to Nor XO for letting us use her dope room here and being our producer, running our stream for us, and being super cool.
Yeah,
she is super cool.
Very cool.
I like her. I think she's neat. All right, guys. I think that's it for us. I don't want to stop, but I'm like running out of my voice.
Yeah, it's getting.
I'm kind of.
We've had really great discussions, and now this is where it goes to posting this everywhere.
Yeah.
An hour and a half.
Yeah, Omega just showed up. Man, as soon as we get on here, Omega shows up.
No way.
Man, when when Omega's here, it's a good day.
That's true.
But the other thing, I really appreciated Tyne today. Tyne 85.
Yeah, that was
it 95 or 85?
85.
Okay. Yeah, for being
that was a really good discussion.
Yeah, that was awesome. Omega, you missed it, bro. You could have had some hot takes. Here's my hot take for Omega. Omega's gonna dominate on Saturday at the Halo tournament at the Marriott Gardens downtown Oklahoma City. Come watch him play.
That's tomorrow.
We're also gonna have a Fat Cat booth there. Yeah. So tomorrow, 10 a.m. Courtyard Marriott thing downtown. It's right there by the Bass Pro Shop.
Yep.
Right there. You can come by. You're gonna watch Omega Row dominate them all. Hot take. That's it.
You need to add that.
You need that air horn, like.
Yeah.
Hot take.
So, oh, okay. I'm going to the Texas Major for the FFA Open. The Future Farmers of America. FFA's putting on an esports tournament? I don't know nothing about that, but I know I love hot steaks. Keep farming them cattle, everybody, because I'm going to eat them. I love me a hot steak.
Oh, man.
Free for all, not the... Man, I just got beef on the brains today, Omega.
He's hungry.
Yep, it looks good.
And you
Bye, Ghoul.
just had pizza.
Keep it real. Beef on the brain, thank you. 111. I love it, Mr. All right, I think we're out. Are we out?
Yeah, we're out.
Should we play the intro to leave?
Yes.
Okay.
We should.
Hey, I'm Refresh, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Rio.
And I'm Silver.
And?
You are.
All right, we'll see you.